How Relationships Shape Our Morality, Emmanuel Levinas. Welcome. Today, we dive into a profound idea from Emmanuel Levinas. The proximity of the other is the ethics itself. What does this mean, and why is it important? How does this philosophical insight reshape the way we think about morality, relationships, and responsibility? Levinas was a French philosopher who believed that ethics begins not with abstract principles or personal rights, but with our encounter with another person. For him, ethics is not something we invent, it's something we experience when we recognize the other, their face, their presence, their humanity. The question is, why does proximity, the closeness of another person, carry such ethical weight? Think about the moments in your life when someone's needs, struggles, or vulnerabilities became impossible to ignore. Perhaps it was a friend going through a crisis, a stranger asking for help, or a loved one sharing their pain. In those moments, did you feel a pull, a responsibility that you couldn't rationalize away? This is the proximity of the other that Levinas speaks of. Proximity is not just physical nearness. It's about being emotionally, mentally, and ethically close to someone else. When you truly see another person, when you acknowledge their uniqueness and their humanity, you cannot turn away without feeling a sense of obligation. Levinas argues that this obligation is the foundation of ethics. But why is the other so central to morality? In our individualistic world, aren't we often told to prioritize self-interest, personal goals, and autonomy? Levinas challenges this notion. He suggests that true ethics arise from recognizing that others have an inherent claim on us. Their existence calls us to act with care, respect, and responsibility. Imagine standing in a crowded room. Each person there carries their own story, their own joys, and their own pain. Yet, most of the time, we remain locked in our own heads, focused on our own struggles. Levinas invites us to step out of this self-imposed isolation. He asks us to truly see the other and to let their presence remind us of our shared humanity. This idea might feel overwhelming. If every encounter with another person carries an ethical demand, how do we avoid feeling burdened or stretched too thin? Levinas doesn't suggest that we bear responsibility for everyone in every moment. Instead, he asks us to approach life with a mindset of openness and attentiveness. The question is not how much we can do, but whether we are willing to recognize the other and respond to their needs when they arise. Let's apply this to daily life. Think about the way you interact with people around you: friends, colleagues, even strangers. Do you see them as complex individuals with their own struggles and dreams? Or do you reduce them to roles or stereotypes? What would change if you approached every interaction with the awareness that their humanity is intertwined with your own? Levinas also challenges us to rethink the idea of morality as rules or principles. While laws and guidelines are essential, they cannot capture the depth of ethical responsibility that emerges in the face-to-face encounter with another person. Ethics, in his view, is relational. It's about how we respond to the vulnerability and dignity of the other. This perspective has profound implications for our relationships and communities. When we embrace the proximity of the other, we cultivate empathy, kindness, and mutual respect. We move beyond transactional interactions and build connections rooted in genuine care and understanding. Levinas reminds us that ethics is not a distant ideal. It's woven into the fabric of our everyday lives, in the way we treat those closest to us and those we barely know. By being present, by acknowledging the other, we create a world where compassion and responsibility thrive. In conclusion, Emmanuel Levinas offers a powerful vision of ethics grounded in our encounters with others. It's an invitation to live with greater awareness, to see the humanity in everyone we meet, and to let that awareness guide our actions. Thank you for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe for more. Until next time, remember, the way we treat others defines not just who they are, but who we become. Let's strive to live with open hearts and attentive minds.